1 Corinthians 2:6 says, "Yet among the mature we impart wisdom, although it is not wisdom of this age or of the rulers of this age who are doomed to pass away." 1 Corinthians 2:6. There is a wisdom that goes deeper than human intellect, and this wisdom alone comes from God, because we know that God is wisdom. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. And we know from Proverbs that wisdom was with God before the foundations of the world. While even He was laying the foundations, He used wisdom. So God Himself is wisdom, and we know from James that if we ask of God for wisdom, He will give it to us without reproach, because God is no respecter of persons. And when we have believed that Jesus Christ is Lord and Savior, and we have repented of our sins, we have access to the throne. We have access to the Heavenly Father. It is Him who is all wise, all knowing, and all powerful. We can present our request to Him and petition to Him, and we can make Him know what it is that our desires are. And if we are seeking the kingdom of God first, then we know that all these will be given to us. So we can go to God in all things, and it is only by God that this wisdom comes, because human intellect can only go so far. There are various things by which we will never know anything about, because one man cannot know all things. One man can know a lot about one thing, but nonetheless we can never fully understand everything about that one thing, especially when we're talking about spiritual matters. But it is God who knows everything. He is the one who determined the functions of things. He determined the laws by which things would operate. He gave each creation a certain form and a certain matter. So He made us as human beings, but the matter in which we are derived by, no one person is alike. And so God knows how to handle all things. He knows behind His creation, He uses wisdom to be able to make and create that which He deems is good, which we know from Genesis. We know that God looked upon His creation and He saw that it was good. So when we are ever in a tough situation, or we're going through a relationship issue, whether it's with our family, friends, or spouse, or maybe girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever it is, we need to go to God and ask Him for wisdom, because God is always there. It is us who don't always go to Him, because God is the source of all things. He's the source of life and the source of truth, and all we need to do is go to Him. But nonetheless, we tend to not go to Him because we are independent beings who are dependent upon ourselves rather than dependent upon God. So may we just learn to go to God. Know that there is a deeper wisdom to be known. There is wisdom in this book all over the place. But the more you study this book, God reveals deeper revelations and deeper truths, because He is the God of wisdom, and He knows the appropriate times to give us certain wisdom. And nonetheless, we also need to make sure that we are seeking after wisdom from Him. Otherwise, we will simply go along with human intellect. We'll go and do a Google search and allow that search and what it has to say to determine how we act, rather than going to God first and then using the Google search as a means rather than an end. So we need to go to God as both the means and the end, and if He directs us to listening to a certain apologist, a certain theologian, learning more about someone in our field and craft and career, then that's fine. Those are means, but God is the end. He is wisdom Himself, and anyone else that can provide wisdom that edifies us is derived by God, because human intellect, again, can only go so far. Human intellect can only know so much, but it is God who is not bound by time or space or any material thing, and it is God alone who is wisdom. So may we seek after this wealth of knowledge that God has. There's so many riches and understanding that we can't even fathom within God, and may we just continue to seek Him and ask Him that He would bless us with wisdom that comes from on high.